Good morning, students. Yesterday we were reading story 1, The Summer of Beautiful White Horse, snapshot. In continuation of the same story, very easy one. It is a story of two boys, Aram and Murad. You have done it earlier also. Aram amusingly asked him how he controlled the horse, to which Murad said he has an understanding with the horse. Aram asked him what sort of understanding did he have with him, to which Murad told him a simple and honest one. Aram confessed he would also like to have how to have an understanding with the horse. Murad assured Aram by saying that he is still a small boy, he will learn when he will be 13. Aram went home and ate breakfast. That day his uncle Khosrow visited his house for coffee and cigarettes. He sat in the parlor means sitting room, and was remembering the old country when a person came to visit him. He was John Byro, a farmer who learned to speak Armenian because of loneliness. He was the only one in that village of his tribe. His mother brought Byro some coffee and tobacco. He sipped and smoked and told them about his missing white horse who was stolen last month and he is not able to find it. Khosrow wrote again that it is no harm and shouted that why he was crying over a lost horse when they had lost their homeland. John replied to Khosrow that he would not bother as he lives in a city, but his country was of no good without his horse. And Khosrow shouted that he would not pay any attention to it. John told him that he walked down 10 miles to come here. Khosrow shouted that he has legs, to which John said his left leg hurt. Khosrow again tried to shut him down by saying that he should not pay any attention to it. John shared that the horse cost him $60. Khosrow said he would spit on the money, after which John got up and went away, slamming the door. Aram's mother told him that John had a gentle heart as he was homesick and he was such a large man. Aram went to Murad. He was sitting under a peach tree talking to a robin bird. He was repairing the wing that was hurt. And Aram told him about John Byro and how he visited their house and he wanted his horse. Aram asked him not to return the horse until he learns to ride it. Murad told Aram that it will take him a whole year to learn to ride a horse. Then Aram said they could keep him for a year then. Murad stood up on his feet and shouted at him about encouraging him to be a thief in spite of being a member of the Grogalian family. He declared that the horse should go to his true owner. Aram asked when would they have to return the horse, to which Murad said in 6 months. He threw the bird into the air. It almost fell twice but flew at last. For the next 2 weeks they both would take the horse out of the barn and ride it. But every morning the horse would throw Aram and run away whenever he tried to ride it. He still hoped he would learn to ride it the way his cousin did. Once, on the way to the deserted vineyard to hide the horse again, they came across John Byro, who was on his way to town. Murad insisted on talking to him as he had a way with farmers. Murad wished him good morning and Byro saw the horse carefully. Byro wished them back and asked the name of the horse. Murad said, "My heart," in Armenian language. Byro complimented that it was a lovely name for a lovely horse. He swore that it was his horse that was stolen weeks ago. He asked if he could look into his mouth. After looking from tooth to tooth with exactly the same, it said it was his horse if he did not know his parents. He said the horse was a twin, exactly the same of his horse. He further said that his family is all for honesty, but the horse looks just like the one he lost. A man who is suspicious would easily believe his eyes and not his heart. He wished them and went away. Murad wished him back. The next morning, they took the horse back to John Byro's vineyard and put it in his barn. The dogs followed them around without making any sound. Murad replied that they would not bark at them since he had a way with dogs. Murad put his arms around the horse, then pressed his nose into the horse's nose. He petted him and then they went away. That same afternoon, John Byro came to Aram's house in his surrey, in his carriage, and showed his mother his horse that was returned. He said he did not know what to think, as the horse is much stronger now with a better temper also. He thanked old Uncle Khosrow, who was in the parlor again, shouted and irritated, "Quiet, man, quiet. Your horse has been returned. Pay no attention to it." Thank you. Students, go through the story. It is very simple and very easy story. Not a single word is tough in it. And do the question answers. I have already sent the notes and ready for your test. Thank you.